Joplin from the news desk of FM 102.9 and AM 1310 News Talk KZRG. Here's your KIX 102.5 news update.
Good morning, I'm Ty Albright. Here's what's going on in the 4 states. Joplin police are looking for a man they say pointed a gun at a Cash Saver employee Friday evening after they stopped him trying to steal alcohol from that store there on West 7th Street. Police say no shots fired, no injuries, but you can see a photo of the suspect in the story at news.kzrg.com. Little heads up for Carthage area drivers. Starting Monday the 12th, MoDOT will be closing the Highway 96 bridge that goes over 171 at Inca Road. Could be closed for about 4 months. They are replacing that deteriorating bridge. Also, another reminder, your last reminder to get a real ID. That deadline is tomorrow. If you plan on getting on a commercial flight or entering a federal facility, you'll need that ID, which has a little gold star in the upper right corner. Your news is a service of Galena Liberty Pawn. Sell your unwanted gold and silver direct to the refiner for top dollar. And they also sell gold and silver bullion. Galena Liberty Pawn, 708 South Main, Galena, Kansas. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
Mostly sunny, then a slight chance of showers with a high near 73. More rain, a low near mid-50s tonight. Rain continues through Wednesday and Thursday as we see highs in the upper 60s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
52 in Wheaton, 50 in Pittsburgh, 53 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, and it's being brought to you by Josh Meeker at Country Financial. Today we're featuring Joplin Royal Heights kindergarten class.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, guys. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to the KIX website. There on the main page is a button you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio.
We're just 18 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
All you have to do is be calling number 5 at 720. Tell us what the sound is, and all the money in the jackpot is yours.
Here's Ella Langley
On the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
KIX 102.5. Christine says, I'm in the lobby.
Coming.
Come and get me.
I don't think it posted that.
Morning, Megan. Morning's the rah-rah.
No, it did. I hate the way, that's another thing, when you do a post on Meta Business, and then it looks like it's just hanging or is not finishing all of the time.
You're like, do it. Morning, Christy. Maybe what I need to do is the next time I get my hair done, I need to be like, this part up here, don't leave any dark because it makes my hair look real greasy on video and I get subconscious about it. Christine!
Look who it is.
Hi. It's Christine!
How are you?
Hi, welcome.
Welcome.
Come take a seat. Ooh, look at all your cute stuff.
Christine's
It's
here.
so pink.
Our biggest secret sound winner. I mean, wait a minute. That's not right.
Okay, now.
We love that chair. That's gotten so many people this week.
Great.
It's a personal statement.
No. Yes.
You can sit at the table like this.
Hi.
It actually puts you right perfectly in camera line, except for that mic.
No, except she. Oh, yeah. Just don't lean back. Morning, Floyd. If you move the mic up in front of you, they can hear you.
Yeah. They
Y'all,
should be
it's
able to anyway.
Christine.
I took most of the gate off
y'all.
of that mic,
Oh, okay.
which shows up in the interviews too,
Yes,
by the
it
way.
does.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. So how are you doing?
I'm good. I got to go to work this morning.
Oh.
What time?
Well, I have to leave at 7:20.
Oh, we don't get to that long then.
Were you going to miss the...
No,
Secret sound?
I'm leaving. I'm gonna call when I'm leaving.
Okay, she's going to call. That's going to look really suspect
That'll
if
look
she
like- yeah.
wins right after that.
I'm just kidding. I'm not calling today.
You can call.
Yeah. You're fine. You're good.
We won't tell.
I'll probably be caller number 4 as usual.
So we did find out something. It was thought that we might have extra tickets to go see Thomas Rhett. Extra.
Ooh.
Apparently, we did not give them away in November like we thought we did.
Oh, so what does that mean?
I really have no clue because I can't remember what happened back in November. So back at the very end of November on our calendar that Jen and I use, and I mean, we follow religiously.
We really do.
And you'd have to see this calendar. It's insane. It's covered up. But we had Thomas Rhett down for the end of November as a ticket giveaway for 15 pair that we were going to do text to win. But then we go into our promotion coordination software, which we use, and it's not in there.
Nothing.
And we talked to the prize clearance department, and they say, yeah, we still have those 15 tickets. They were never given away. And I'm like, what? How is this possible? What happened? What happened at the end of November?
Right. I don't know.
We don't know.
We have no idea.
It's made me really, really nervous. I'm afraid we're going to have 15 winners show up next week saying, I won these back in November.
Okay. In our defense, though, if you read our rules page, you've got 30 days.
30 days, yeah. So I mean.
We can.
But.
When is the concert?
It's June 5th.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah.
Really soon. Yes.
So we have no. So what we're doing is we're giving away those 15 pair. And we told them, no, we do not want any more. They offered us more, and we literally have nowhere to give them between now and then. Because next week, Thomas Rhett. The week after that, we've got Alabama at Thunder Ridge and O'Reilly Outlaw National. We've got the VIP ticket giveaway for that. That's going to be going on through what?
The VIP one?
I think it goes on through June 1st.
Yeah, June 1st.
I won those about 5 years ago.
Did you do the VIP thing?
I know it was just tickets.
Just tickets?
To the, I took my daughter.
We will have the regular tickets
was fun,
too.
though.
Yeah, and then we're going to have Eli Young Band on the day after Memorial Day and all that week.
We've got so many things on our calendar that day, you can't even see that.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's what our calendar looks like.
I'm seeing it in double.
Yeah, I've got it up over here too.
It's stupid. Just
Are
busy.
you drinking the new cherry?
Yes, have you tried it?
No, is it good?
She thinks it's.
It's medicinal. It's like the fake cherry that you get in cough syrup.
Oh no,
Yeah, it's
like eating a Luden.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a really good way to
Good.
describe it.
That's what they
Well
did. They
put.
crushed up a Ludens on top of it.
Makes you
They've
feel
got-
really
look up,
good.
They've got little like
It
crunchy
looks
things in
like
That's what
it looks like it. It looks
It's
like
a
it,
very
for
cute
sure.
drink. It's good for the gram. It just doesn't taste great.
It looks good, tastes awful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen the commercial for that. I like cherry, but yeah.
I like real cherry.
Cherry's a flavor you can get really wrong.
And they get it really,
Really wrong. Morning, Tyreek.
Have you tried the
Tyreek.
new Pepsi cherry cream soda?
Yes,
It's
I
my
love
favorite.
It. Yes, I always get the
I
zero
don't like
version
Pepsi.
of it.
I don't
What?
like Pepsi.
Are you a Coke person?
I'm not much of a Coke person. Really. I'm not a soft drink person.
I mean, you used before your Stones.
Dr.
It was
Pepper
Dr.
was my
Pepper.
thing.
Yeah.
Ew, we
But,
can't be friends.
yeah, no, I've known that for a long time. But the Dr.
Morning,
Pepper
Captain.
tastes like medicine to me. It has a very medicinal.
Uh-oh, Captain.
What did he? What?
Well, it's his ex-wife in the studio. I don't want it to be weird.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, Woody. She just showed up.
Hey.
He hasn't said anything. He just said good
Oh,
morning.
He's just sitting there awkwardly staring right now.
Taking a trip down memory lane, I'm sure.
He can't see anyway. Your mic is. You need to move your mic over to like this. Do it like this.
Yeah,
well,
your
you got to
camera's
turn
that
it.
one right there.
See the one right in front of you? That's your camera.
Oh.
So yeah.
Hi,
There we
y'all.
go.
That's Christine.
Oh, we got to talk.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states. #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 709.
A slight chance of showers today as we see a high near 73. It's 53 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the forecast, and we've got your chance to win the cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound in 12 minutes.
All you got to do is be caller number 5 at 720. Tell us what the secret sound is, and the cash jackpot is yours.
Here's Bradley Gilbert.
On the 4 states, #1 for cash.
KIX 102.5.
Did you see what you did for today's date
What?
on the tracking sheet?
What did he do?
You put 005? Or was that Brett?
No, that's the special coding for the government secret,
Okay,
British
yeah.
Secret Service.
Maybe that was
006, 007. Da, 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 da,
I haven't
da,
seen
da,
any of
da.
those movies. I
She's
wouldn't
never
know.
seen a James Bond movie.
Nope.
How crazy.
Never.
No,
That's one of the ones on the
It's
list.
on the list, yeah.
I'm not really.
Oh, see, maybe I'm not missing it.
Everybody's got their James Bond that they like, though. I mean, Sean Connery.
Sean
That's going to be
Connery
the
was-
challenge. We're going to have to do multiple weeks or something. I'm kind of waiting on the James Bond until they come out with the new franchise, which
Mhm.
Nobody knows what it's going to be or
Isn't this
when.
when they're going to have the female 007 agent or something?
That's kind of been shot down. They said that was something they were talking about, but that's not a definite done deal yet.
Not as sexy.
Major says, my lawyer said I can't have contact with her. That's why I'm being quiet.
Oh, I gotcha.
No,
that's
he's
right.
being quiet
keep it
because he
civil.
can't believe he passed up all this beauty.
And because
You
he
should
owes
see
you
her
all that
nails.
alimony.
They are so cute, Woody. Look at that. Look at that sparkle.
They're,
Alimony.
Alimony.
He owes her so
where's my alimony?
Where's my money? Bam.
Show me the money. These are color changing.
What?
What?
When they're cold, they're blue.
That's so cool. Where'd
Yes,
you get
Megan.
color
It's for
changing
the best.
nails?
I went to school to be a nail tech years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you did all that?
Yeah, I do my own nails.
Wow.
I've done my own nails. Randy, you've
Are they
known
acrylic?
that. Yes.
Okay.
Christine, you do everything.
I'm kind of like Randy, jack of all trades, master of none.
But you actually have done these things. Randy
I
just
have done
lied.
these things.
No,
Yes.
this is all you've done.
Don't
is-
burst his ego.
I have
Oh,
done
I
the
couldn't.
things.
I've
I
tried.
have done all the things.
Yeah, but you know how many people ask, "How do you groom dogs with those nails?"
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
They're actually short right now. I usually have them longer, but that's how I learned to groom was with my nails. So
She
Wow.
used her nails to groom as
It's like Edward
picking
Scissorhands
ticks
with her
and fleas.
fingernails.
Yeah.
really,
You've watched Edward Scissorhands.
you've
Yes.
Thank
seen me
goodness.
groom.
Yeah, she's really good.
Mhm.
Thanks, Randy. That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
She,
To me.
To me. That's
Oh,
random.
let's backpedal a little bit.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Mm.
You said I was caller number 5. That was one of the nicest
Things
you
you
ever
ever
said.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't say something very nice like the answer back, but
I tried. It was a good guess,
It-
in my
it
It was
opinion.
a great guess.
it was in the. It was a guess. It was a.
It
guess.
was a guess. Jeez.
Oh gosh. So last night, I went to changing. So we have puck lights. You know what those are?
Yeah.
They look like hockey pucks, but they're little lights, and they are recessed
Imagine
up
that.
into our
Puck lights look
cabinets
like hockey pucks.
in our kitchen. So we have this one brand that is, after about every year and a half, one of them will go out or it'll start blinking. So it becomes like a strobe light
You
disco
did
in
have
the
a
kitchen.
blinky one when I was there.
Yeah, that's the one. So I switched that one out. That took. So the first wire, so there's a wire and they connect to a chain. So you can unplug it, take the puck light out, put a new one in, put it back up into that. But the cord has to go up into the cabinets, which the puck light's in the center and the cord holes are over here. So that means you have to poke the cord up into that space and then feel around with your finger. The hole's this big around. Find it and pull it out. And the first cord came out like, I know what Jen's mind automatically goes there. That's where she exists.
I didn't say anything.
No. Jen just looked. So I got the first cord out in like 30 seconds. The other one took
He
me
said it.
45 minutes to get out, and I had to drill a new hole through the cabinet to be able to get to it.
You know what you needed? Like a pair of hemostats.
That's what I even went and got tweezers, which were too small.
No,
I needed hemostats, yes, which if you were in the medical field, you'll know what those were.
I don't know.
do
I'm not
because
in
I'm
the
a
medical
doctor.
field, and I use hemostats every day.
Hemostats are used for clamping on any kind of arterial or vein work structure. Hemostats, anywhere that you need to do
or
clamping.
plucking ear
Yeah.
hair.
Are they the ones that look like flat scissors?
Yes,
Yes.
but they have grips on them.
Yeah.
And they lock.
You can lock them in place so you can clamp veins and arterial blood
Or
flow. You can stop.
Dog ear hair.
I think
Dog
you just
ear
like saying
hair, too.
arterial.
I do.
You said it like 5 times.
Vascular clamping. So arterial.
He remembers
Arterial.
from his surgery days.
That's right. That's what I was
They're
saying.
not the ones in his dreams.
I'm trying to teach her, like I used to do at the university.
Educate
Yeah,
Major.
educate her.
Major says, how long have you been a fan of Jen? It's cool you came to visit. Major, stop it. He said, how long have you been a fan of Jen? It's cool you came to visit.
So anyway, I decided, I almost had Gina take pictures. The lights in my
Naked.
bookshelf door have been out for like a year.
I'm surprised you let him stay out that long.
Well, I've messed with them and stuff. What I thought finally happened was when I had the windows replaced, I I reinforced the securing of the door frame so that it wouldn't drag. Remember the door drug? Well, that fixed that. But in the process, I thought, I've screwed through the wiring because the wiring for the lighting goes over the door frame, down into the wall, back up through the wall.
Good gracious.
It's a whole thing.
More hemostat issue.
Yes. So I took all the books out, took the door off, unscrewed all that, no, that wasn't the problem with the cord. Could not find a problem with the cord, so I decided to replace the cord.
Did you jiggle the cord?
Yes, I jiggled it. So I had to I took an extension cord, cut that, ran it down through, messed with the tittle a little bit, and then I refastened the tittle, the end of the cord. It's when you strip back a cord and the tittle's left, and you wind those two pieces together. So anyway, I had to do all of that.
Is he making stuff up?
I feel like he is. I mean, I wouldn't know.
How would you know? But anyway, all of that, and it did not work. I still have no idea.
Maybe there's something wrong with your tittle.
Oh, there is.
Jennifer says, good morning, Christine.
Good morning.
So after all of that, it's after 10 o'clock. It's like 10:30, and I gave up and put everything back together and just decided I'm not going to have lights on I have them, but they just won't work.
Yeah, right.
Was it light bulb
666.
changing?
It was the LED
Here we go.
pucks. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Secret Son after Kane Brown.
On KIX 102.5. So they were so cool when they worked because they came on automatically at different times of the day, and went off on their own and everything. I had them on a schedule, or I could just holler, "Hey, turn those lights on," and it would do it. Yeah, it was more of I had to holler at my assistant and say, turn those lights. I could dim them, say, turn the lights down in the bookshelf down a little bit, and it would turn them.
The first time I ever went over to his house, that was one of the things that he had to show us is all the cool commands he has for his house.
The whole house is like that. All the lights you can turn up or down just by hollering.
I don't think he showed me that when I was at his house.
Rude.
You were trimming the dog, fixing the dog
and
hair.
She doesn't deserve to see the cool, smart features of your house because she was.
I wanted her to stay focused. I was afraid she would get obsessed by the lights and just stare at them.
Like a moth.
And, an hour would go by and there'd be Belly, going, hello, I've got a butt dragging I've got to be at in 5 minutes. So can we get this on? There's a bone that I need to go find. Yeah.
Yeah, Christine's an OG. She's been around long, long time. And she's groomed Randy's dog and made
we used to go up to Weir to her house on Sunday afternoons, and she would trim Bella, and then we would come back and get her a pup cup, and we used to do that.
Not me, a pup cup. Let me clarify.
She's a little angry about that.
Where's the place in Missouri, by the way, Major?
No, Kansas.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
We're Kansas.
Over towards Pittsburgh, but it was worth it. It's over by Big Brutus, over in that area.
That was the second nicest thing he said. It was worth it. Look at you.
Because it got
nice.
Bella out of the house is what I meant.
Well, you stayed. Well, I groomed her.
Yeah. Did she ever have an accident? Yeah, she did one time. Remember? She hunched up and took a dump on your floor. She did one time. I remember I was like, you stupid. Yeah, she was so nervous.
It can't have been that big. She's so tiny.
Oh, she can leave some clusters.
What a gross phrase.
Good thing I had outdoor carpet.
Yeah, that's.
Megan says she's never been to Randy's and she wants to keep it that way too.
Yes,
Smart house
we
features.
try. Yeah, that's right. You come out smiling differently. That sounds weird.
And walking a little sideways.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Uh-oh. It's almost time to be caller number 5.
Well, it was handy, though. When Jim went by the other day, she let herself in. She let herself out. I tracked her movements the whole time. No, I did not. Hi there, Morning KIX. Not yet. It's almost, though. Keep
just
listening.
About. Like, why did you answer that? You know.
Oh,
all right, you ready? 10 seconds.
Boy.
Here we go.
I'll leave after.
She's going to witness it firsthand.
Yeah, I want to watch your
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A chance of rain later in the afternoon with a high near 73. It is 53 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes. But right now, it is time for you to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
You've got $227.50 up for grabs if you can be caller number 5 at 623-1025.
And tell us, what is this sound?
What was that? What do you think?
623-1025. Be caller number 5 and tell us.
To win all of the cash.
From the 4 states, number 1 for cash. Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2, try again.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 4, hurry up and go right back.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this?
Oh, no.
What the heck? Hi there, Morning KIX. Who is this? Tiffany, where are you from? Tiffany from Chanute.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Tiffany. We have got $227.50 in cash we'd love to give you.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
She says hitting cymbals together.
For $227.50, that is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $252.50.
And give you another chance to guess and win at 420 with Brett. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay, bye.
Tiffany's a little bitter over her circumstances.
She sounded like she was crying there for a second.
You made her cry.
I know, and it
Randy
brings
makes
me great
everybody
joy.
cry.
It
At
does.
least once, yes.
It makes me very happy.
Oh, I can't believe they hung up. They got to
Like,
be kicking themselves.
Can I lick your tears?
Excuse me.
What?
Can I collect them in this bottle?
What a weird conversation.
Okay,
I'm
on
just
that note,
gonna-
it's probably time for me
I'm just
to go.
going to keep this. Listen.
She's never going to come back. What was that?
Okay, bye.
She's never going to come back and see us again after that.
Oh, I've
Talking about looking weird things and tears.
I've been
Why
here.
is that where you automatically
I've
go?
been here and been tortured before, and I came back.
What were you
You
tortured?
tortured her.
Yeah, I had to stick my hand in a box to win Garth Brooks tickets.
What was in the box?
What was in the
Christmas-
gabox?
It was a
The kill box. Whoa, that's different.
it was a Christmas tree branch, a fake Christmas tree branch.
Oh, okay.
What?
You don't remember that?
Not at all. Oh
You
my
had
gosh.
It was a Garth Brooks tickets giveaway.
I understand, but what?
And you had these boxes, and I wanted Jess to come in and stick my hand in the box and try to guess what was in the box. One girl had hot dog in her box.
Vaguely, I'm having deja vu.
I had a Christmas, a fake Christmas tree branch.
So did you get the tickets?
Well, of course.
Good.
But it was funny because Kaylee,
Uh-huh.
she hit the box when I stuck my hand in, and it made a noise because you know the branches against the box. I thought it was a snake at first.
How big was the box?
I was like,
Was it just a KIX box that have KIX stuff
it
on
was
it? Or
white.
just a white box?
Yeah, and it had a slot in the top. Well, it was years ago.
Well, it would have had to have been like
It
11,
ain't-
12,
Hold on, gotta
13
go.
years ago. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
Tiffany from Chanute.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Tiffany. We have got $227.50 in cash we'd love to give you.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it hitting cymbals together?
She says hitting cymbals together.
For $227.50, that is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $252.50.
And give you another chance to guess and win at 420 with Brett.
Okay, thank you.
What were you doing?
All righty.
All right, I gotta go to work, y'all. Thanks for letting me come and visit.
Yes.
Thanks for coming
You're
to see
welcome
us.
anytime. You know the way out.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
I feel the love.
Thank you for
Thanks.
coming.
I'll come visit again
Someday.
someday.
I promise we won't torture you next time. I won't,
I
actually.
guess
I can't promise.
Sticking
I'll
your
make
hand
you
in a
laugh.
box and feeling a Christmas tree branch is torture.
A fake Christmas tree branch.
I can just see a World War II movie. And now, Lieutenant Henry, this is what you will have to do. Put your hand in the box and feel of the Christmas tree.
No, please.
Yes, and then tell us where the
Anything but
plans are.
that.
I didn't see you doing that. I just had thought of that. And I'm like, oh,
I had that same thought.
because Jen has to play from over there.
Mm-hmm. You called Christine Pause. Bye, Pause. I totally forgot about that.
My pause?
He calls her Pause.
Who does?
Major.
Oh,
calls
Major
Christine
does.
Pause.
That's another thing. This whole deal where they give you, I get 2 PRFs, duplicates for everything.
I still haven't been assigned a PRF for the Hootie Wootie.
O'Reilly Outlaws.
Yeah.
The VIP giveaway. There's always 2. Always 2.
Megan says, switch the camera back.
Oh, yeah.
She said the third view's for suckers. I was like, okay, Megan, calm down.
True. It's true.
It's okay. It's going to be okay.
It is true. So I thought about doing. So we were looking at July and the
For-
Born and Raised Festival tickets, which are not until September. So we've also been told that we're going to get Whitewater tickets. I don't know how many yet. So I really
Fun.
am having difficulty in planning this. If it's one pair of tickets or one 4-pack or something, then
Right.
it's not going to get a whole week deal. Or
And
if,
there's always the app. There's always text to win. We haven't done a good app. I mean, Whitewater would be great for an app, I think, over the weekend.
maybe or something like that. But yeah, I'm not going to give it a long promotion.
Where
I
is-
can't justifiably give a big promotion to them that's bigger than what I give to, say, the Walmart amp, who does give us, say, $600-700 in tickets.
Right.
And, Whitewater wants to give me $110 in tickets and get the same promotion or equally. You can't do that.
No.
That's not fair. It's not right.
Right.
So, and a lot of these our reps will come to us and say, well, can we do a week? And no, you cannot. You got to do dollar value.
Right.
And they don't consider that. That's why we have to manage that. Well, anyway, I thought about doing Whitewater closer to July 4th.
Ooh, I love that idea.
But the problem is, Born and Raised Festival, we have 19 4-packs.
We have a ton.
19 4-packs, which is kind of hard to do. But if we give away for 2 weeks, the end of June and the beginning of July up to the 4th, then what that allows is everybody will have a set of 4-packs to give away, us, MJ, and Brett, all during that last week of June, every day.
Is everyone going to be here that week?
Says so right here. Nobody's told me they're gone. Everybody's here that week, according to this. Now, I'm sure there is a strong possibility that there are some people who do not feel the need to communicate their time off and probably haven't even asked for that time off yet. So the very next week, I'm gone the 3rd and the 4th. But that would give you tickets to give away, you only
It's
on the
not cute.
Q. Yes. Q tickets to give away the 30th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. MJ and Brett would not have them that week, but you would.
I would.
Yes. And that would take some of the heavy lifting.
Okay.
That's an easy week anyway because of the topics and stuff. But so next week we have to reevaluate a few
See?
things.
Megan says Whitewater is KIX app material. See? She's with
I
me
think
on that.
so.
It's ritual day for Jimmy. That's what she's not on.
Yeah, she's off burning children.
It really does taste just, now that you said it, it totally is a Luden's. Christine nailed it.
Which is disgusting. I mean, come on. Starbucks, who is tasting your stuff for you?
It's interesting once you get the chai flavor that's underneath it, but what? Do I actively need to look at it?
No. So next week we had a whole bunch of gimme stuff in.
Major needs the 29th off, by the way.
29th of what?
May or June.
29th of never.
You don't get
you
the day
will
off.
work until you die.
Wow.
And like it. You're welcome.
I feel like we're missing a lot of folks this morning. Kathy, Melissa, Seg.
Mom's a seg. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We're just 5 days away from Mother's Day.
And we've got a special reminder to help you remember that right after Jordan Davis.
On KIX 102.5. Megan says she needs the 30th off and the 4th, and then August 6th through the 26th through the 23rd.
You can want in one hand and poop in the other and see which one fills up faster.
What a weird phrase.
It is. It
Like,
really is. I mean,
who
what? Don't
came
you
up
have
with that?
hobbies? Isn't there something on TV you can watch?
Why are you
Why
pooping
would you
in your
need to do
hand?
it? We have indoor plumbing. You can go in the toilet
Right.
now. You don't have to just catch it.
There's Melissa. We were just asking where you were. Hi,
Wrecked
Melissa.
him. Dang near killed him.
That's just gross for your hand as well. Like,
Wrecked him.
don't
Dang near killed him.
put yourself through that.
So we're missing something for the, I guess, no, we're not really.
Okay, Melissa says she's been at work. She's heading to the house, so just listening for now. Got it. Sarara says she's going to need May 24th through August 4th off. You are so close, Sarara.
You are going to work here until you die.
We're going to have to schedule a lot of Gen tours during that time so that Sarara can go.
During what time?
May 24th through August 2nd. That's her break
I'm
from
off that
school.
whole time.
No, you're not. That would be crazy.
Crazy.
Morning, Laura. Okay.
I don't know what that was. Robot truckers.
Everyone's sleeping in today.
Oh, wrong week. Wow. I'm telling you, the Morning KIX challenge is getting ready to be huge.
Getting ready to have all of the things.
Starting this week.
Got 20 seconds. Do you have it pulled up and ready to go for this break?
No.
Can you pull it up for this break?
What are we pulling up?
Reminder?
Oh. Yes.
Don't do the eye thing.
How do I grab hold of it? What do you grab hold of it by?
Both hands.
No, the tittle.
Tittle.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Sunshine, then a slight chance of showers. Highs near 73. It's 53 in Joplin.
We're going to give you a look at the forecast and 4 states news in just 26 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, with Mother's Day being this weekend,
We're going to be talking about the secret that you're still keeping from your mom and dad.
623-1025 to call or text.
Or maybe you didn't tell them for a long time, or maybe you think they don't know this, or They probably do.
They probably
yeah.
do. Parents have this inane way of just knowing things.
We will keep you anonymous. If you need to, you can tell us and we will disguise your voice. That way you can get it off your chest because confession's great for the soul, or so they say. I've never tried it. You
623-1025 to call or text.
And it's all because Mother's Day is this Sunday. We want you to remember that fact because you know what a guilt trip she's going to put you under if you don't get her something adequate for Mother's Day.
Or maybe you're just going to feel really guilty for not doing anything for Mom for Mother's Day because of all the things she does for you.
Probably some sort of repression you're suffering because of the guilt that she gave you as a child.
No, I
Yeah.
think maybe you just feel bad because she has slaved over a hot stove for you. She's
And I
worked
guess
hard.
you
She's
just
helped
don't
you
love
feel
me
better.
anymore.
She put
I'll
the
just
thermometer
sit
in your
over
mouth
here
and gave you the
outside
medicine
under
and got
this
you to
rock
school
and die.
and help. Okay.
If somebody will find my body eventually.
But it's 5 days away, so make sure to celebrate Mom appropriately.
And we've got a special reminder to help you do that.
Get ready to show your mom how much she's loved with today's Mother's Day Countdown.
Hello, dear. It's Mom. Only 5 days left to make reservations for Mother's Day brunch. And this year, pick someplace nice. Not like last year. If I'd known you'd grow up to be so obsessed with Hooters, I would have bottle fed you.
Happy Mother's Day.
Whoa, wait a minute. What? What?
Bye, Soraya.
What the heck was that?
Morning, Becky.
Okay, remind me tomorrow to listen. Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Hey, good morning, guys. It's Brendan.
Hey, Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
You got a secret that you're still keeping from your mom and dad?
You know, I did until 2 years ago.
Okay. Oh, I tell you what, we want to record this, but we're in the middle of an endorsement playback right now. So can you give me like 20 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
Let me get this done, and then we'll start this all over because I want to get you. I want to get your story.
Mm-hmm.
You heading to work?
Yeah, I teach kindergarten. I'm almost there.
How
Oh,
much longer do you guys
good.
have before break?
Free teacher day for Quick Step, if you want to announce that.
Oh, it's free teacher day. What school?
Free teacher drink at Quick Step. I teach at Lakeside in Pittsburgh.
Lakeside in Pittsburgh. Free teacher day at.
So any teacher can get a free drink from Quick Sip?
Yeah, any badge at Quick Step.
Nice.
Nice. That is cool. You've got to be a special kind of insane to teach kindergartners, don't you?
I say that every day.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What were you keeping secret from your mom and dad?
I'm 32, and in 4th grade, there were 12 fake roses on our dining room table, and for Valentine's Day, I took one of them and cut the stem so that there were only 11, and I gave it as a secret admirer rose. And my parents didn't know that that rose was missing until I told them about 20 years later.
And let's be
Wow.
honest, they would have kicked you out of the house over that rose, wouldn't they?
For sure.
Wait, your parents
We
kept the
all had a
same.
good laugh.
Your parents kept the same roses on the table for
They were
20
fake-
years. Didn't
fake
even clean them or
roses.
anything.
No.
Yeah, plenty of these fake roses for a long time.
Wow.
Much like their relationship had become old and stale and something in the background.
Jeez.
Thanks for calling, Brandon. That was
Have a good
great.
one, Brendan.
You guys have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Holy cow, it got even quieter.
It's going the wrong way. It's got to go up.
Woo, not that loud.
2 up. Oh, did it pan out? Him and the girl? We didn't ask.
It's about the secret, Jen, not the girl.
But if you're going to do it, then.
We all had a good laugh. Oh, they found out? I don't think
2
that's-
years ago, he told him, he said.
Yeah, let's not. We needed that, actually.
Yeah, we did.
We're a little low on these calls, apparently. I didn't ask him. I guess since they know he doesn't need his voice disguised, he could have asked for that.
Brendan, are you still there?
You don't want your voice disguised, do you? You don't need that. Do you? Do you?
They already know about it.
Yeah. It'd be kind of pointless. I mean, we can give it the old Twisted Tunes technique, and no one will be able to understand
my
it.
gosh. I forgot to tell you. I was talking with some folks on Friday, and they said that they loved the Twisted Tune from Friday. They thought it was hysterical.
You know what they'd like better?
What?
The gargle.
I don't know if that's true. Christy says, I snuck out of the house and went to a concert, and they still don't know.
Christy, you need to tell us about that.
You can call and tell us.
Guys,
We can disguise your voice.
None of you are going to touch mine. I used to sneak out of the house and go play in bars. I mean, from my Baptist preacher father's household, he never knew that I was doing that. I think he suspected, but he could never prove it. I ended up having to leave home at an early age because of conflicts with my father.
Mm-hmm.
And he never really accused me of that, but I think he suspected, you know. So they went to bed, like, seriously, at 8 o'clock, religiously, my mom and dad, and slept like the dead. If you were ill or people were breaking into the house or it was burning down, you had to hit them repeatedly with a hammer to get them to wake up.
Yeah.
And so when they would go to bed at 8, what would happen is earlier in the day, my buddies would come by the house. They'd get my keyboards, which I was playing at the time, and take them and set them up at the bar and run their sound check with them and everything. And then at 8 o'clock, they would park about a mile down the road from my house. And I would sneak out the window, because if you open the door, they'd hear that. That'd wake them up. But the window, no, they wouldn't hear any of that. And I would go down and meet them, and they would take me to the bar. In fact, one night I was at a bar called The Shipwreck out in Lanton, Missouri. Don't look it up. It's a little bitty hole-in-the-wall place. And the DEA and the it's not ATF. Who is it?
Yeah, ATF.
The bars. No, it's not the ATF that handles the bars.
Oh,
That comes in and checks.
No, it is.
Oh my gosh, it's been that long since I played in bars. I forgot
Oh
what these
my
guys
god!
are called.
And I used to bartend. I had to know this.
you know what
it is.
Why can't I?
ABC.
ABC guys. Yeah, the Alcoholic Beverage Commissioners. Them and the DEA busted. Apparently, the owner of this guy had been running cocaine through his bar. They stored it there. They'd bring it, deliver it there, and then it would get distributed to these other guys. We didn't know that. They came in and busted the place in the middle of a show one Saturday night. There's probably 500 people in this place. And the DA, all the lights go on, and they're standing there with guns and everything. And they said, everybody sit down right where you are and put your hands on the back of your head. Well, our guitar player, who was a buddy of mine, he worked at a music store where I'd met him. He said, get in the drum. Get in the drum. So I went around. The drummer had pulled his drum head off, and I got inside the kick drum. Little bitty guy at this time. I hadn't had my growth spurt. And they carried me out in front of those guys inside that kick drum. And I never got caught. But
got lucky.
Not that they would have done. The only problem was, I mean, they let everybody go except for the people involved with the drug running. But here I was, 14 years old, playing in a bar. That was clearly illegal.
Mm-hmm.
There would have been a lot of people gotten in trouble over that. My parents would have been called.
Right.
It would have been a whole thing. So I was scared to death. I quit playing with them that night. But I played for 2 or 3 different bands for about 2 years, ongoing, almost every weekend. And they never knew. My mom knew.
Morning, Chris.
She didn't care.
Yeah, same Megan. I use the front door. She says, Gargle's not better than Twisted Tunes. Number one's Classic Country Theater, then Twisted Tunes, then Gambler, then Gargle.
There you go. The ours was the sliding glass door around because it was on a room that was on the side of the house that had been built on. The sliding glass door was whisper quiet. You could get in and out with that and never make a sound. That was the best way to get in and out.
Are you okay?
I'm harboring a shelter animal apparently in my chest.
My goodness.
Yeah, it's a
dog was
fun
trying
bar.
to get out.
It really was. The shipwreck, everything was a sea motif, I remember. And they had what I thought was a huge stage. Actually, it was tiny. It was about the size of these headphones. And we used to play on that. It's just crazy. What's funny is
5 seconds.
I have pictures. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
His old Dominion.
On KIX 102.5. So about 12 years later, I was playing in the building that had been the shipwreck. Of course, the shipwreck had been long gone. It was owned by someone else. It was a new bar. I'm playing there on New Year's Eve night. And this time, the stage has been moved to the opposite end of the bar. I remember that. And my soon-to-be wife, Regina, and I are spending our first New Year's Eve together.
No.
I have pictures of me playing from that night with the curly hair. It's when I'm wearing the black and all that. But that's like 12, 13 years after I had been in that big bust.
Mm-hmm.
There's some crazy. Actually, no, there's not. South Central Missouri does not have the crazy bars. I'll tell you where the crazy bars are over in southeastern Missouri. It's insane over in that part of the state.
What makes them so crazy?
I don't know. Inbreeding? I don't know.
But what happens that makes you say that?
There's stories I could tell you that would just, give you nightmares. There's some horrific fights, things. There's very angry people that live in those areas.
Is that where you saw the throat cut?
Yes. She's heard that story. Oh, best viewers.
Oh, God.
Best viewers on Streambo?
Stream Boo.
No, Stream Boo. I like Streambo better. Right. Well, they were paying me. I was getting paid. I was getting, $100 a night was unbelievable at that time. But keyboard players were in high demand. And I had not started playing guitar yet or even thought about playing guitar yet. Everybody was looking for keyboard players. This was during the 80s. Keyboards were everything, in music. 90% of your new songs had keyboards in them. So you couldn't even play the song if you didn't have a keyboard player.
Thank you, Megan.
And they were super easy. I had 2 DX7s, Yamaha DX7s, and I had a Korg Polyphonic 8000. And an Oberheim voice box that I used on the Korg. So I had all of those 80s sounds. A DX7, think of the song Jump by Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
That's a DX7. That's that brassy sound.
3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 748.
Slight chance of showers with highs nearing 73. It's 53 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 12 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, with Mother's Day being this weekend, we want to know what is the secret that you didn't tell your parents for a really long time, or maybe they still don't know.
Or you think they don't know. Anyway, and we'll help keep it secret for you. We'll disguise your voice. You know that thing we do, the twisted tunes?
Yeah.
We can do that to your voice. It's hilarious. But you can call and tell us your parent secrets, the ones you're still keeping from your parents, at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
So to help you remember, what are you doing for Mom for Mother's Day? I mean, what do you do? What is the best gift for a Mother's Day?
I think one of the best things you can do for Mom is to take her to brunch.
That's a whole thing, isn't it?
And then get her a massage and a facial. But it's all got to start with brunch. So that just kind of lays the groundwork for a really good Mother's Day.
When did that become a thing, the Mother's Day brunch thing?
I don't know. We just like brunch. Mimosas, maybe. I don't know. Who doesn't like breakfast food?
Get Mom soused up on Mother's Day. That's right. Sunday. Then she'll go to sleep on the couch, maybe like Dad does on Father's Day. I get it.
I'm taking my mom out on Sunday. She's gonna get buzzed.
Hey, waiter, can I get another mimosa, please?
She's mixing orange juice and champagne from 11 to 1.
Hey, you can drink them with a straw.
We'll order quiche and banana pancakes in a nice restaurant.
I don't want nothing to eat. You eat it.
She's the matriarch of her family.
with Randy and Jen on the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
I forgot about all that. That's hilarious.
What? 46 hours of
That was
labor.
good.
What? Don't hate me.
That's what I should have said.
I'd forgotten all about that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
the bars. Melissa's talking about the bar she lived across from. She could see it from her bedroom window. A guy stabbed another guy after a
Oh my
bar fight.
gosh.
Well, I saw something similar at a bar in southeastern Missouri. I saw a guy get his throat cut and everything, and it just, haunted me for a long time after that.
Yeah, I bet.
Really, really bothered me. I had bad dreams, and
Awful.
it was rough. And then I had a knife pulled on me in a town just right down the road from that one. A guy pulled a knife on me one night and was waiting for me in the parking lot to stab me, and I took it away from him and hurt him. And then
Why
I
was
left.
he wanting to stab you?
Because I wouldn't let him play my $5,000-some guitar that I had at the time. I owned a custom-built Hamer, and he was admiring it drunkenly. Hey, that's a pretty guitar. Let me see that thing. And I said, I don't let anybody play this except for me. This is built just for me. I'm sorry, I don't let anybody play my guitar. What, you too good? Let me, and the whole thing just escalated from there. And eventually it got so bad, he threw a cue ball at me. From, which is dangerous, you could kill somebody with a cue ball.
Oh, yeah.
And it missed, of course, but it broke one of their neon signs back behind me. And then they threw him out. The bouncers got on him and threw him out. It was a little, they were lucky to have a bouncer. It was just Uncle Bill, their relative or whatever.
Right.
Kicked him out, told him to go home. Well, he did not go home. He sat out in the parking lot waiting for me with a knife. And a couple of people had left. Well, they had 2 entrances. They had the main entrance. They had another side entrance that was a fire, I guess, code. One of them came back in and said, hey, Randy, you need to know he's out there waiting for you. Do you want us to call the sheriff's department or something? And I said, well, no, he's not done anything yet. So the way walking out, I could see his shadow. There was a big parking lot light, the sodium arc lights they have or whatever out there. And I could see his shadow with the knife sitting there. I'm like, well, okay. And I set my stuff down and I came around and just took the knife away from him and bashed his head into the concrete wall, knocked him out. And that was that. That's really the only fight I ever got into in a bar, ever. And 20-some years of playing music in those places. Amazing. Now, I saw tons of them, but I was always smart enough to get back out of the way. And you call that a fight? I don't call that a fight. He never, ever took a swing or anything. It was literally just point, and bam, and that was it. I did. So one night, my good friend Bobby, who's on here frequently, there was a Marine at a club that we were playing at. I don't know what was wrong with me. And this Marine had just gotten leave, which is weird when you get leave that you come to Missouri. That right there shows psychopathicity, I think. Anyway, great big typical jarhead Marine, which I can say I'm one myself. He was 6'4" or 5", built like this, and he was being loud and mouthy. We had just started 9 o'clock. Usually you don't start seeing the drunks acting up till 11:30.
Well, it's the Marine.
Midnight, maybe. Yeah. He had been starting since like 5 o'clock. He was already wasted and he was loud. Woo! And people are just getting done eating dinner. They had a restaurant in this place. They would come over to the bar side to dance and stuff and listen to the band at 9 o'clock. And Bobby's wife, his new wife, they'd just been married a little while at that time. And her friends are out dancing by themselves. And he starts going over and rubbing up on them and stuff like that. And we get done with the song and he's right in front of me. I said, hey, buddy, that's his wife. You need to lay off. He goes, that's your wife? Hey, you want her to go home? And started getting mouthy at him, started making faces. And Bobby is not a confrontationalist, which Bobby and I have known each other since we were kids. I consider him like a brother. It made me so mad. I started getting angrier and angrier, and then we finished up the next 2 songs, and I'm putting my guitar down, and I storm over to this giant Marine, and I shove him in the chest. I said, hey, you need to sit down and shut up or get out of here. You're being rude. You deserve an apology. That lady over there deserves an apology. He deserves an apology. Our drummer had been with me, and I noticed he was doing this as I'm talking. So I was like, and inside there's a little voice in my head saying, if he swings at you, duck and grab the chair and ram it into his groin, the bar stool. Because I knew I'm dead if this guy hits me. He would kill me. He's like, I'm so sorry, and sat down.
Wow.
And he goes, you're right. And the bouncers and everybody had heard me yelling at him and everything, and they're coming over because that's not me. I don't do that. And he sat down. He went over and apologized to both of them, and he went over and sat down like this. Maybe it was my gunnery experience. I don't know. But he responded well to that. He apologized again the next set. He quit drinking. By 10 o'clock, by 11 o'clock, he's like, I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I am so sorry. And I said, I know, you're just drinking too much. We ended up talking, and everything was great. That is not the normal experience with a drunk Marine in a bar.
Happens.
Ever. Because I left, and I about went and threw up from the adrenaline, because I'm like, are you nuts? Why were you doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hitting him in the chest and everything, and he's going, I'm sorry. It was weird.
So were you a Marine at that point? Had you gone through?
Oh, yeah, long time.
Okay, so you knew how to
since
talk
had
to
been a Marine. Well, yeah, and the bouncers came over and they bought drinks for me all that night, and they said, later we'd like you to pull your pants down and show us. Because those we figure they're either steel or brass or big or something. But, yeah.
That's funny.
It was crazy. We can't tell you what they said, Jimmy. It's always a choice. You have to listen to the secret sound or choose to sacrifice the children. You can't do both.
Yeah, we were wondering where you were, though. We're like, where's Jimmy this morning? She's not here.
We had our guns. We were in the blind, and we were waiting.
Did we have a guest this morning? An interview?
No, I don't think so. If it's not on the calendar. Oh, wait. What is this? Michael. No. Why do we have that stuff on there? I don't know. Oh, my gosh. Take off the interviews and look at what happens. Why is the secret sound stuff in morning interviews?
That's not right. Kahunas. This is making.
A lot of things are in. Apparently, that's something my phone is doing.
Tell your phone to stop it. Yeah, you missed Christine. She and Major, I'd say, had a definite moment.
It was awkward, to say the least. Okay, that fixed that, I think. Nope. Yeah, it did.
You fixed it?
Yeah, turn off that and turn off conference room schedule. And still busy, but it gets rid of that stuff. 2 p.m., you're invited to CBCOs. Why is that in here? That's yours, isn't it?
Is it? Why is it on there?
Because I've got Jim Fox on there. We share your calendar, and we share my calendar.
Why did I create it? How do I get this off there?
You want it off?
Yeah, I'm not going to that.
Click on it and hit delete.
There. That's gone now. Kahunas.
But there are so many stories like that. When I was on the road with the heavy metal band, we played a place in, was it in Oregon or Washington? It was in Washington. We played. That was a biker bar that they had chain link across the front of the stage, literal chain link, and then chicken wire, which is the little hexagon behind that.
To protect you?
Well, and that was the thing.
Or the look?
Oh, that's what I thought. It's just the look. But you'd have to have seen the rest of the bar. So they had these big, tall tables, but it was a steel thing in the floor with a concrete table on top. Everything was in place. You could not move. No chairs.
So that you can't throw it and...
Everything. The bar was made out of concrete. Everything was concrete. We were complaining because of the amount of echo that we got. You know, It was so noisy. Well, to load into this place, you pulled up around back and they had these 3 big garage doors and you opened those and that was the back of the stage area. And then you pulled that down and they had a backdrop that went in front of that. And then on the front of the stage was one great big wide garage door. And there was the chain link. And we're like, well, it turns out it was one of these. I don't think it was Hell's Angels. I think it was the Devil's Dozen or something. It was a biker bar. I mean, huge bikers bar. They had almost 700, 800 bikers there that night. It was just a field. I mean, it wasn't that far from Sturgis, really. It was Eastern Washington, so right across the panhandle of Idaho, and then Montana, and then Sturgis is over in South Dakota. So probably about an hour or 2 away from Sturgis.
From Washington?
Yeah.
Washington's further away from Sturgis than that.
It's only 2 states away. I mean, Montana.
That's more than an hour, though.
Montana. It's not. It doesn't take an hour. Does it take an hour to drive across Montana? Maybe it does.
How far away is the Washington state line from Sturgis? Oh, my gosh.
I'm trying now to do scale. Yeah, it might be more like 4 hours. Anyway, they started throwing things like into our first set. And we were a heavy metal band. So this was, right up there. They liked the music, but they did not like each other. And they started throwing things and we started getting hit by glass. And
yeah, Sturgis, South Dakota to Washington is 15 hours and 51 minutes.
Is it that far, really?
Yes.
Well, that whole
Montana's huge.
That whole Pacific Northwest is biker territory. I mean, there's so many biker clubs that we heard in Idaho, especially. Tons of bikers everywhere. And right-wing militia groups. Lots of those, too. Those were just becoming a thing at that time.
Here we go, 10 minutes or seconds.
You drive really slow.
A slight chance of showers with highs nearing 73. Rain continues tonight with lows in the mid-50s. Rain on Wednesday night, and Thursday as we see highs in the upper 60s.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is showing a few clouds over the 4 states.
54 in Carthage, 53 in Pittsburgh, 53 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're wanting to know, what are you still keeping secret from mom and dad?
Or maybe it's just something that you kept from them for a very long time.
Or you think you're keeping secret from them. They probably still know. We can disguise your voice if you need us to help keep you unanimous.
623-1025 to call or text. Unanimous. I thought it was anonymous.
We all agree we don't want them to know, right?
Okay, yes.
That's unanimous.
Okay, here's Cody Johnson.
On KIX 102.5. So they started throwing stuff in glass, started breaking, and it started hitting us through that.
Oh.
And so we had to pull the door down and call it after about an hour. It just was, there was too much glass
sure they
flying.
liked you?
I thought they were killing people. I mean, I saw people's heads getting hit on concrete and stuff, and there was blood everywhere, and it was scary.
Sounds awful.
But the owner, I mean, we were leaving. He's like, well, we don't blame you, but this happens all the time. This is just, they come in here to fight. Hi there, Morning KIX. What are you still keeping secret from your mom and dad? So wait a minute. Were you living together? So wait a minute. You were living together and your family knew that, right? But you thought that the fact the two of you were officially going to make it, that the two of you were going to make it official and become legal would have offended your family? You think they would have been more happy with you living in sin? They were hoping to have her to shack up with you longer, I guess.
Were they kind of crazy?
Yeah, the in-laws always are. It really is.
And they never suspected anything? Wow.
We know how you feel about that whole marriage thing. We thought we'd just stay shacked up together a little while longer. Well, I admire your constitution, boy, but thanks for calling.
Have a good one.
That's so backward.
If you follow the wrong blue truck, you'll get there faster. 15 hours and 9 minutes.
Up,
That's
Megan.
right. That was Jimmy.
Well, it was Megan that did it, though.
She disagreed with Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah, which that right there in and of itself takes a year off your life, Megan. Yeah, it was scary. I'm always like, and this is where I'll die. The place in Donovan, Missouri was the one where I was talking to the guy that night, and the other guy come up and hit him in the head with the beer bottle. And I just, I told you that happened in Thayer, Missouri, about the guy shooting at us and making me play Freebird for like an hour and a half. Yeah, I've told you about that.
Yeah, I told you.
So, I mean, there's all these crazy, you can't call those fights because I didn't do nothing.
Have you heard these stories? I think Woody may never have heard these stories.
Oh, I'm sure he has.
He might be the only one.
Everybody else has. See, I just have so many stories, and after a certain point, you just have to hear them again. I could make up new ones, but I don't do that. All of mine are always true.
I don't know about
Whatever, Megan. I think pretty sure you changed a couple of details on your truck, like the type it was and everything, and then got in front of me and drove around until I realized what you were doing.
Morning, Linda.
And then as I'm turning around and having to deal with red lights, she's cutting cross country over the precious moments to get there before me and go, where you been? I know how you work.
You just saw blue and truck and you were like, well, I guess that's it.
Well, she drove past, so you could see that it was a very angry drive.
Mm-hmm.
These are all,
agreed.
There's a lot more of them, Woody.
Yeah, they're all new to him. When you come visit, he can tell you more.
You know, weirdly enough, Memphis, which it would take a lot to get me to go back to Memphis right now, even though I love playing in Memphis and playing in Clarksdale and those areas. But it's a mess down there right now.
The first time I ever went to Memphis for St. Jude, the only time, Randy was like, do not stop in West Memphis. He's like, I don't care what the issue is. You do not stop.
Well, now it's not West Memphis that's the problem. Actual Memphis has gotten insane. There's drive-bys happening every few minutes and stuff. It's almost as bad as East St. Louis in Memphis right now. Yeah. Memphis's crime rate has just gone through the roof over the past 2 or 3 years. So I would not want to go there. But the whole time I played down there, we never, ever had any issue. The people are so focused in on the music and everything in that area that it's like nothing distracts them. And we never had a fight or anything but positive experiences in those areas. Okay, that's enough of that, Megan. You're not Pam Tillis. Be glad of that, because everybody's always like, Pam Tillis has a weird face. Well, you know it's because she was attacked by a dog as a child and had massive plastic surgery done.
5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:09.
A slight chance of showers with highs nearing 73. It's 59 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 15 minutes. But we're talking, since this Sunday is Mother's Day.
What's the secret that you didn't tell your parents for a long time, or maybe they still don't know?
623-1025 to text or tell us. We can disguise your voice.
So you can go from talking like this to talking like this.
Just like Jen when she was 14.
It's amazing how it happens.
What are you still keeping secret from your parents?
623-1025 to call or text.
Here's Brian Martin.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Okay, we gotta turn my camera again. I don't know why it keeps getting.
How does it get moved?
Brett gets
Has it been
bored.
there the whole time?
Yeah, and it's like cutting off my nose anytime I put my arms on the counter.
Normally, I notice that and get all OCD about it.
You do.
Oh.
There we go. She's a classic.
Did you know? So they released last week. They released the rain amounts for the month of April, and they pointed out that a number of areas actually broke records. The city of Springfield broke its rainfall amount for April. It's the most they've ever received.
Morning, Kathy.
In a month. And by the way, April is the month that we received the most rain from Missouri as a whole, as a state in this area. West Plains, which had all the massive flooding,
yes,
was not their number one. It was the third most rainfall amount there. Their record-breaking year was 2017, which was way more than what they got this year.
More you know.
Joplin's, this was our either the fourth or the sixth most rain that we've ever received, which I didn't know we got that much.
Yeah.
The state of Oklahoma broke its 1895 rainfall amount for the month of April. Over 18 trillion gallons of water fell on the state of Oklahoma during the month of April.
Wow.
18 trillion gallons. So relatively, there are oceans that have just a little bit more than that. It's the equivalent of dumping an ocean on a state.
How are they able to figure out that it's that many gallons?
Well,
How
they do
measure
rainfall amounts for time period.
Mhm.
National Weather Service, these guys have no girlfriends or home life or anything. They're really, really bored. So they just sit around and do math all day. That's how sad it is. Most of that rain fell on the western part of Oklahoma. So they had bad flooding like in Miami, Commerce, those areas,
Right.
but not as bad as most years. Like we've seen, we all know when the rain has come all the way up to near the toll booths before in Miami or all the way to the downtown area. And that didn't happen this year. So it wasn't as bad as it had been. I think I saw the Oklahoma Post on Gary Crow's page.
Mm-hmm. He's good at Scott McCreary personal page just commented.
Oh, hey, I need to go do those.
Go
I
get
haven't
'em.
done any of them.
I'm blocking him.
Are you?
Yep.
Which one are you on?
Scotty McCreary personal page.
Okay. I'm opening all of them. You're on Scotty. Okay, you got Scotty. I got Luke. Yep, and there's quite a few. Speaking of Luke. The new Bailey Zimmerman song is interesting.
Which one is it?
I heard it yesterday. It's called, it's got a name. It's something.
Oh, okay, that helps.
It's new.
Yeah.
You can look in there. There's also a new singer that I'd never heard of before, a female singer, and I really liked her song. I cannot remember her name either.
Okay.
But she's new, and she has a name, much like Bailey Zimmerman's song.
Let's see.
The Bailey one will be played during the day, but the girls, Megan Patrick is her name.
Oh, yes. What was the song? She's done a duet with somebody.
Yeah, but this is her solo.
Yeah, what was the duet she did, though? No, I can't
I don't know,
remember.
but this isn't it.
Yes.
This is solo.
Yes.
This one, she does so low you can barely hear it.
Oh, my Lanta. Christy says, Jelly Roll's new one is good. Your scars tell a story.
We've been Your Scars. That's not the name of his new one.
Your scars tell a story.
That's not the name of the new one.
Okay, I don't know.
His new one is Heart of Stone? We have been playing it for a couple of weeks, the new one. But it is not that one. There has been a lot of confusion about what his new one was going to be. I talked to a couple of programmers, and they're like, I'm on the new Jelly Roll, this song. And I'm like, that's not it. Not all of them follow charts.
Another Megan, but this Megan spells her name like Meghan.
H-A-N, yeah.
Meghan. It's the heiress of Megans. How much longer till the concert, Melissa?
48.
Yeah, Jelly's lost a lot of weight.
Man, I've been messing with my ear. You see me doing this morning. I have an ear that is clogged shut. I'm going to have to start taking my sinus stuff again, which means my voice is going to go.
20 seconds. You ready?
Not really.
10. 5.
28. Hut.
2.
17. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
And we're talking about secrets.
What's the one you're still keeping from your parents?
Or maybe you didn't tell them for a really long time.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Dasha.
On KIX 102.5. June 14th, just a little over a month away. What?
Ella Langley video indicated that it had some spammers, but did you get that already?
I was just on a video. I didn't see any when I was there.
I didn't either. Blake Hollis. You're welcome. Okay, now stop it. If you'd like us to quit making these noises, please send $12.38 care of KIX Studios. 2702 East 32nd.
Can be sent in form of coffee or hash browns or Bitcoin or ham or V-Bucks.
Oh my.
20 seconds. Are you ready? 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A slight chance of showers today with a high near 73. It's 59 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes. But since Mother's Day is this Sunday,
We're talking about the secret that you kept from your parents for a really long time.
what's the secret you've kept from your parents, or maybe you're still keeping from your parents? And by the way, we can disguise your voice if you need us to.
So don't stress if you don't want us to air it out to everybody. They're not going to know.
What are you still keeping secret from Mom and Dad?
We kept our getting married from all of our families for over a year and a half before we finally told them.
How?
Why?
Yeah, why and how?
Well, we had an accident. She was getting bad from the accident, so I put her on my insurance. The only way I could do that is if we got married.
Mhm.
And we knew we weren't going to break up, but we could throw a wedding together real fast. So we just did it, and then we just never told anybody.
So when did you finally tell them?
And was when we just sitting down to dinner. So, oh, by the way, we're married.
Surprise!
What did everyone say? Were they like, oh, okay? Did they see it coming?
No, they said, well, why didn't you tell us? Why did you start a celebration? So we didn't have the money for that. We spent $100 on dinner in a hotel in Joplin.
Yeah, buddy. That's a good time right there. What would have been funny is if they ended up getting divorced and nobody even knew.
No one knew it was ever a
What do you
thing.
mean you're getting divorced?
What's the secret that you've been keeping from your parents?
I'm 32, and in fourth grade, there were 12 fake roses on our dining room table, and for Valentine's Day, I took one of them and cut the stem so that there were only 11, and I gave it as a secret admirer rose to a girl. And my parents didn't know that that rose was missing until I told them about 20 years later.
And let's be honest, they would have kicked you out of the house over that rose, wouldn't they?
For sure.
Your parents kept the same roses on the table for
They were
20 years, didn't even clean them or
roses.
anything?
Yeah, plenty of these fake roses for a long time.
Wow.
Much like their relationship, it had become old and stale and something in the background.
Jeez. What's the secret that you kept from your parents for a long time?
That their 14-year-old granddaughter has a tattoo.
Oh, my parents never knew about mine either.
Would they just come unglued if they found out?
Oh, yeah. They gripe at me because I've got like 6 or 8 of them.
They'd be like,
You let your 14-year-old daughter have a tattoo? What, you gonna have her work the streets, Nick?
Yeah, it's just a small one on her hand. Now she said she never wants another one, though.
So does she have to wear gloves when you go over to their house?
No, her grandma and grandpa think that she draws it on there because she
Oh.
draws it on there all the time anyway, so they think it's just her drawing it on there.
tell us what you're still keeping secret from your dear old mom and dad.
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the four states number one for country. Did you do it? No. I hate when a Blake slips through.
Yes, it's gross. You're like, ah!
Ugh. Blake, not again.
He's been doing that. He started doing that last night. Anybody hear him last night on Backstage Country?
No.
He is the guest co-host all this week.
I forgot about that.
It's a pretty big deal. To me, I mean, only like maybe Luke Bryan or someone like that could be bigger than that. When I think who is the top artist in country music, I mean, for recognizability and everything, I would think Luke and Blake would be up there at the very
Agreed.
top. So
I feel like Morgan Wallen's getting up there too, just because there's so much crossover with his music.
him and Luke Combs, they're the next.
Yeah.
They're the next generation of that.
Bet.
I recently had to take new artist status away from those two guys.
Been years now.
Well, and they've got more than 10 songs. That's the criteria, is not time. It's how many top 10s have they had.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Shelton only fan. That's
Wait a second.
So I guess I'm not going to do my deck stairs this week.
You're not?
No, I'm going to wait.
Why?
I'm going to wait a little bit later on that and the concrete, too. I think the concrete's even going to wait until the beginning of June.
Just because?
Yeah. Waiting for the weather to be a little more conducive and be a little less likely to rain.
Ooh, Kimra's got a new song coming out soon called Feelings.
What?
Kimra has a new song coming out soon called Feelings. No, Silverado was the other song she released. Okay. My arms with my Scooby-Doo. Where are the reviews? With my Scooby-Doo. That's what we're all about.
So have you heard? Okay, hold on. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What are you still keeping secret from dear old mom and dad?
Long time ago. That I gave him to my mom for Mother's Day.
But you kept it a secret from her before that?
She didn't know it was you.
No, she didn't know that Dad took me out to buy her some flowers and a Mother's Day card, and
She had no idea the process behind the
signed it and
scenes.
gave it to her on Mother's Day.
Right.
Oh,
That's
a
a good one.
Love it.
Thanks, man.
You knocked the camera 3 off.
I'm sorry. So they've got these fan theories, and you may have heard of some of them. There was a whole collection about these wacky Disney movie fan theories.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you heard the one about Snow White?
What about it?
It's the one where there's a theory that suggests she has died, and that the prince is actually the Grim Reaper coming to take her away. And he kisses her before he carries her off to the afterlife.
Kiss of death?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's already dead. She's already dead.
True.
And he comes and kisses her before he picks her body up and takes her soul away or whatever. The thinking is that the prince only seems to appear when Snow White has the brush with death. Even earlier in the story, You know, he only shows up when she's had a brush with death.
Right.
And because they say goodbye to the dwarfs at the end before viewers see the castle bathed in gold surrounded by clouds as if it were the afterlife.
Interesting.
Alice in Wonderland is really about Alice taking a drug trip. Well, duh.
Obviously.
Mary Poppins belongs to the same species as Stephen King's Pennywise the Clown in It.
Say that one more time.
Mary Poppins belongs to the same alien species as Stephen King's Pennywise the Clown in It.
How?
Because both of them emerge from hibernation every few years to feed on the emotions of children.
Interesting. They just choose different emotions?
Mm-hmm. Aladdin, the theory is that it's set in a post-apocalyptic future.
What? How is it the future?
Well, the genie claims to have been stuck in his lamp for 10,000 years, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if he were around in the 3rd century, that would put the present year at 10,300 AD at the very earliest.
Whoa.
Also, the genie knows and impersonates figures like Jack Nicholson and William F. Buckley, despite being trapped in a lamp for 10,000 years. It also explains the hover technology they would have had for the magic carpet. And
No, it's just magic, but okay. We move the mouse, please.
there's many more. The characters in the Jungle Book, and I've known this is true from even the Rudyard Kipling Jungle Book, they represent the 7 deadly sins.
Mm-hmm.
Kaa the snake is lust, Shere Khan the tiger's wrath, Colonel Hathi the elephant is pride, King Louis is greed, Baloo the bear is both sloth and gluttony, and Mowgli the boy is envy.
Mm-hmm.
The theory that Cinderella has enslaved all the animals, including mice and birds, who she forces to assist her with her chores.
Oh.
High School Musical is set in the Purge universe.
What?
Yep. The kids don't follow many rules. They repeatedly disrupt the classes and events with their singing and dancing. In the 2nd and 3rd movie, there's scenes of trashing schools, bribing business owners, disregarding safety standards while working in the kitchen, and a teacher impersonates a student, forges his signature to gain admission to Juilliard. So they are in the Purge universe where lawlessness or periods of lawlessness are the norm.
No.
Nobody notices.
I don't agree with that one at all. That's crazy.
And they're killing everyone at the end of every episode.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's really what makes it the Purge. Yeah, High School Musical is a whole vibe. It has nothing to do with the Purge.
I think it does.
No.
Sounds very,
Does it really
permissible
sound
to me, yeah.
like that makes a lot of sense? I think you're pulling legs.
So they have announced that a Yellowstone spinoff with Beth and Rip is coming this fall. Of course it is.
Phone ringing.
Can we predict what that's going to be like? Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Yeah, I sent you a couple of did you get my text messages?
I think so. Did we get his text
I think we
message?
did
I
this
think we did.
time.
Yeah.
I hurt my wrist.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. Well, hope it gets better, Jason. We got to let you go, man. Catch you later. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine with a slight chance of showers later on in the day, a high near 73. It is 59 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning Kicks takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website. Go vote for the songs that you want to hear this morning.
But because Mother's Day is this Sunday, we're talking about the secret that you've never revealed to your parents. You've always kept it secret.
Or maybe it's just one you didn't tell them for a really long time. time.
623-1025. We can even disguise your voice if you need us to. We're really wanting to, but nobody's asked for that yet.
Please ask for that so we can make your voice. Make your voice go from this to make your go like that.
What are you still keeping secret from your parents?
I snuck out when I don't know how old I was, but my boyfriend at the time had stolen his grandpa's car, and we snuck out.
What did you guys go do?
Randy.
What? I'm curious.
You hear that little laugh she had?
Yeah. Can we hear that laugh again?
One more time.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. You just need to watch that tone, Missy.
What is the secret that you kept from your parents?
Well, whenever I was little, my dad told me not to get into this box he had.
Mm-hmm.
He said he would take a utility knife and cut my tongue off if I did. Well, I went and did it, and that's where he was keeping his dirty magazine.
Found the dirty magazine stash.
You know, Dad ought to know that if you tell them not to look in there, they're going to look in there.
I had to see what was in there just all because of that.
So did he ever cut off your toes with a utility knife?
No, I haven't told him.
It would have been weird.
Oh, he had no idea. He still doesn't know.
Oh. Well, I think we now have a phone call to make.
What is the secret that you kept from your parents?
Whenever my wife and I were dating, I took my dad's motorcycle and I rode it over to my girlfriend's house. And I come home and I forgot to put the kickstand down. The motorcycle fell over and broke a foot peg.
And he never knew how it happened, right?
My dad asked me how it happened. I told him I ran into it with a riding lawnmower.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't drive it, Dad. I swear I didn't drive it.
I mean, it's believable defense, right?
My dad still doesn't know this day, but my mom does, and we still laugh about it.
I've been like, it's really windy that day.
What is the secret that you kept from your parents?
You can text or tell us yours at 623-1025.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Mm-hmm. Jimmy says he's just going to call back. When I was in college, Megan, our cafeteria did bust out in song and dance. It was great. It was so fun. The theater department was promoting, I think it was The Lion King, and they did I Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Like, no, I'm not.
It was
taking
fun.
part. I'm out of here. Let's go. We're going to eat at McDonald's today.
We liked fun. Morning, Matt.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Everyone I tell that to thinks I'm crazy. They're like, your root canal's not that bad. And I'm like, no.
Mm.
Hit the button. You had food fights?
Yeah, we did too.
I've never been in a food fight. It was something I always wanted to do.
Pretty big food fight one day, and there were mashed potatoes everywhere. We discovered you could scoop them up with your spoon and do this.
Yeah, and you could fling them?
Whack! It would just, lodge them. They were like spackle anyway.
Ugh. See, that sounds so fun.
They literally took away our, so we could go eat lunch, but you could, usually the lunch hour, you ate lunch, took like 10, 15 minutes, and then you went outside for the rest of the time. They took away that. We all had to go sit in the gym for like a month. The entire school. It was 3 classes.
Yeah, that's right. That was Megan's walkout song.
I was talking
my wedding
about the Yellowstone spinoff. It's going to focus on the characters of Beth and Rip and will be called Dutton Ranch. There's no new details, but we can all predict what this is going to look like because of what's his name, Sheridan. All of his shows are exactly the same. Rip's going to look slightly annoyed all the time. He's going to walk like he has something caught in his pants. And Beth is going to be extremely sassy and going to find someone to get contention with. And they're going to almost lose something. And then someone will die. and she will be very upset about that. And Rip will have to come to her rescue. And it's just become very, very, very predictable, all of his shows.
Megan said she watched a nose get broken with a brand new lunch tray.
Oh, we never got to swinging lunch trays. I did see someone, they just calmly opened a thingy of milk and poured it on the person next to him right in the middle of all of this.
Wow. That's crazy. End of an era. Microsoft finally shuts down Skype today. Skype is gone.
It's been gone. Well, it's not been a thing for a while, quite a while. I think what killed Skype was COVID.
Which is crazy because you would think that Skype would have skyrocketed during COVID, but Zoom was really what was prolific.
Problem was Skype is clunky. It's difficult to use. It's difficult to get added to, and it's difficult to link up with your devices. Microsoft has never been one that plays well with third-party devices and things. Constantly, they're trying to take control like Apple does. And Zoom made it so easy. You literally downloaded it. It did all the work for you. Zoom has gotten clunkier since then. Gotten more like Skype used to be, but it was easy to make a video session. You know what I think's the easiest on video, though, is Facebook. Their video messenger is literally the easiest way to do
It actually sounds good, too.
It does. It sounds good. It looks good. It's simple. You don't have to send a code to somebody and do a special link and put in all this info. You don't have to do any of that. Zoom has gotten to where it's become more and more like Skype was in that regard.
Which is not necessary. Yeah, peas are good to flip too. Put them on your spoon.
Yeah, but they don't have quite the impact that a whole thing of mashed potatoes does.
Mm-hmm.
That's something.
I feel like that would seep into your shirt too.
Oh, shirt. There was gravy and pudding and all sorts of. Everyone was just covered with it. And by 2.5 hours later, once that has settled onto everybody, and you can only wash off so much of it, but you're going to be smelling it later that afternoon. We didn't have air conditioning in our schools back then.
Oh, gross.
We used to have a thing at the very last day of school was always water gun fights. They would allow us to bring water balloons and water gun fights the last day of school. Everybody came wearing bathing suits under their clothes because we knew you're going to get soaked. And the teachers got soaked. We got soaked. It was understood. This is water soak day, and it's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, middle classes and hallways, and people would get these giant super soakers, which were a relatively new concept at that time, and just hose you down.
Mm-hmm. That sounds awesome. It's the Talking Muffin song.
It's so stupid. Be promotions. In that pull down PRF order, it says I have 3. There's a little red circle that says 3 on it.
Yeah.
But when I pull it open and scroll down and count, there are 5.
Math is hard.
I guess.
I prove that every day.
So stupid. The program is so clunky and does not work well at all. I have to learn 4 songs today.
Or what?
Or else they burn my house down.
Oh my gosh.
I need
but
to
you're
go
a volunteer
home early
player.
today
terrible.
if I can at all, because I've got Lauren's amp is coming and I have to sign for it.
Oh, that's right. Finally. Are you going to try it out before you give it to her?
Guess I could. time. I've got all those songs to learn. I've got rehearsals tonight. I need to see if they've updated tracking. I won't be surprised that they haven't. They will immediately after they deliver it. Out for delivery. Yep.
Uh-oh.
What?
Do they have a window of time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Between 10:45 and 2:45.
Oh, okay.
But it is out for delivery. Theirs doesn't say out for delivery, but it does on the main page sales site.
Weird.
UPS. So stupid. But it says loaded on delivery vehicle, Joplin, Missouri, even though it doesn't say. They are stupid.
All right, we got a sec here.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country.
It's Morgan Wallen.
On KIX 102.5.
Let's see. Is it that weekend? It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So when I do a contest, because I can't put a start date, it immediately was going to go into all this because we can't gain any consistency in our processes.
Of course not.
Great.
I need to.
Oh, man.
Really? Did I mess that up that bad? Did I mess it up that bad? I think I may have. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
Golly, I really did mess that up. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
A slight chance of showers at the high near 73. It's 59 in Joplin.
We've got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in just 5 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and let us know the songs you want to hear this morning.
But we're talking about the secret that you're still keeping from dear old mom and dad.
Or maybe one that you didn't tell them for a really long time.
What was yours?
I actually stole their station wagon. When I was driving it, the transmission went out on it, so I parked it alongside of the road, and I walked home and told them that somebody must have stole the car.
Oh, no. Did they believe you?
Yes, and they still don't know about it.
I bet they knew it was you and have just let you go on thinking you misled them.
No, because they called the cops, and they had the cops go and find the car, and they towed the car in. And
Wow. So how long have you kept the secret for?
It's been 13, 14 years now.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Be thinking about that this next holiday season as you sit looking across the table at them.
I stole your car.
I probably will.
Guilt, 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 guilt.
Mhm. What's the secret that you kept from your parents?
My mom gave me my picture money for my senior pictures. I told her I lost them.
Oh.
And I had an awesome cake party on it.
Wow. How much did she give you for pictures?
Oh, they're expensive.
I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while.
Because I know kegs are expensive.
Yes, she does.
But we had a good time, though.
Wait a minute. Did she have to scrape up more money to buy you more pictures?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. You're going straight to hell for that.
So where'd you have the party at? Was it like at your house?
No, we had it in the pasture.
Of course you did. Out in the
Right,
pasture,
yeah,
back
yeah.
near the woods, out by the lake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this for a second. Her mom worked hard, scraped together a bunch of money to buy these pictures, right?
Yeah, and she goes and buys beer with it, and her mother has to get a second job and sell off her little brother just so she can buy her more pictures.
That's about the sum of it.
You're going straight to hell for that.
I know.
Think you'll ever tell your mom?
Yeah.
Let sleeping dogs lie, right?
Yeah.
What are you still keeping secret from your parents?
My sister and I used to sneak out and take their little minivan, and we would go sneak out and see boys.
Are you serious?
We
Really?
have never told them that to this day.
Did you climb out the window?
No, you just go out the front door.
They must have been really heavy sleepers, I guess.
Yeah, I had to climb out the window.
Now, for the record, it was my sister's idea, and I just went along with it.
Well, sure. Yeah, you're easily led and influenced.
Because she was 16, she was driving, so it was all her fault.
Tell us what secret you are still keeping from your dear parents, those people who brought you into the world and could have taken you out if they had so chosen.
623-1025 to text or tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Free emo.
All right, so join us tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Mama's Boys.
Yeah. Do you know a mama's boy? Are you a mama's boy? Have you been a mama's boy?
Is you mama's
Was you a mama's boy? Has you has a mama's boy?
Also, we'll have Secret Sound at 7:20, and
That's all. Nothing
That's
else.
all.
Nothing else. We're not going to do anything else.
and Mother's Day. More Mother's Day fun stuff.
Yeah, there's something else. Oh, the reminder.
Yeah. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
She's just going to sign off here until I get ready to sign off. I mean, I can sit here and continue talking. So, anybody got anything big planned for today? While Jen's waving at us? No, you got to hold it up there where you had it. Be consistent. Oh, it's not even on you.
No.
She is still. Oh, wave, Jen. Wave goodbye to the nice people. Come on.